wholeness, wholeness, wholeness. Happy now, first sage. Well, I said first sage, but happy now, YouTube. I mean, that is the alter ego I'm using on YouTube, but happy now, YouTube. All is now. Happy Wednesday. Happy Mercury Day. Okay, today we are influenced by the fluid of Mercury, by the star Mercury. And what does Mercury deal with? Mercury, we already know Mercury deal with in our astrological energies. It deals with communication. Okay, Mercury is the planet of communication, how you give communication and you receive, how you give and receive information. Okay, so since I like to correlate the planetary alignments with the chakras on the body, I'll do a continuation of that. Okay? So I'm going to be doing a continuation of chakras correlated with these planets. Okay, so what chakra is Mercury correlated with on the human vessel? Obviously, you can guess it. I'll give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Throat chakra. Mercury is correlated with throat chakra on the human vessel. Okay, but not only Mercury, but Venus. Okay, Venus as well. And how so? So it's like frequencies that I've been catching, like the information I'm catching is like Mercury, Venus, being, you're able to, because Venus dealing with relationship is correlated with Libra. Libra is that planet or sign associated with Venus. Okay, so Libra, Taurus, and you can say Pisces. These signs are exalted in Venus. Okay, so this is where Venus wants to be. So when I look at it and say that Taurus, Libra as well, with Venus here, you can say like how you communicate with someone. You're able to, let's say, have that loving vibe. So let's say you can to sweet talk somebody. So let's say you have, you're like on a romantic date, and you want to sweet talk this date, you can say, and it's romantic, you flirt with a date, give compliments, to try and make the female you're with feel like Venus do, so yeah, so but the main planet of today that is of Wednesday is Mercury. So, and it deals with throat chakra, of course, communication, and so when we're looking at the throat chakra though, it's like what? Let's look at the color now. Let's look at the color vibration. Okay, so if you can wait here, I will be back with the incense that deals with the throat chakra and show you the color vibration. Thank you for waiting. Okay, so I'm back. And so when we look at this, when you see crown chakra, first eye chakra, and throat chakra, you see this is blue. All right. So when we look at blue, what does blue deal with? Okay, so blue deals with intellectuals. Okay, so conversation, you know, communication. The color blue deals with communication, you know. So it's like whenever you see, for example, let's look at Facebook, you, at least for me, I'm gonna speak from my point of view. When I get on Facebook, I see a lot more relating, a lot more communication, a lot more groups, a lot more groups getting together, communicating on a more, let's say, focused goal, From my perspective, I wouldn't say like on Instagram or on, you can go live on YouTube and have, beings get together, but on Facebook, the networking, from my perspective, is a lot more, efficient. And, that's how I see it. So when we talking about just blue in general, when we see blue, it's dealing with communication, it's dealing with relating. Okay, so yeah, trying to see other people's point of views, looking at, and Mercury, when we look at the planet Mercury, what signs is this planet correlated with? Like I said, Venus is correlated with Taurus, is correlated with Libra, and is also correlates with Pisces. And when we look at Mercury is correlated with Virgo, and it's correlated with Gemini. So, okay, so Gemini is the air sign. Okay, so Gemini is a mutable air sign. Okay, so this is communicating and wanting to relate, just, I don't want to say seeing other points of views, but being mutable and being able to adapt to communication, and your surroundings. Okay, so as opposed to Virgo is being mutable and being able to, let's say, gain this stability within one's life, or being mutable, being able to gain stability within one's and someone else's life. Okay, so this is what Earth is dealing with, because Earth is practical, as opposed to air being the communication outwardly, but Earth is the communication inwardly. So Earth signs communicate within, and to gain some sort of sense within, to gain the stability and come up with a logic, because air and Earth are both left brain signs. So Earth communicates internally, to themselves, and air communicates outwardly. So, yeah, let's say, yeah. And that's about it. First Say signing out. Let me catch you next now.